Hey, what's up, everybody? No, the house is not burning down. It's just me vaping. Well, welcome to Chatting with Zim. This is episode number 17. We got MC underscore comic art coming on right now. His name is Max. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing his last name wrong. I don't want to butcher it. Max Zilkenat or Zilkenat. I think it's Zilkenat. He's from Colorado. He's an art student in art. RMCAD, so that's pretty cool. Everybody who's joining in now, there he is, man of the hour. Thank you guys for joining. Nailed it on the first time. Awesome, bro. Fucking badass. So Max, let me go ahead and beam me up into the mothership while the rest of the people are coming in and tuning in. There we go. While we wait for Max, let's check. And yeah, dude, everyone, thank you guys for coming on Chatting with Zim. Big welcome to Max. It's MC Comic Art.
Hey.
How we doing, man of the hour?
Pretty good. How about you?
I am fucking good. A little hungover from last night, like I was saying earlier today, man. But, I mean, am I showing my face? I might have that dumb face on me, but that's right.
I feel that, yeah.
Yeah. There he is, Josh Queen himself, Loon 2531. Welcome, guys, everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude. I mean, first off, how was your day? How was your week?
Week's good. Day's good. So I just switched schools to REMCAD from UNC, which is school in Greeley, Colorado. And this is just my second week there, so kind of adjusting to a little bit of a different schedule with that. But yeah, it's good.
That ARMCAD, that's for CAD and design?
That's for so it's Rocky Mountain College of Art and Design.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the CAD programming and stuff, you know, or I got a buddy that does that.
I'm an illustration major there.
Fuck, dude, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
How do you liking that so far, man?
I mean, that school seems really good. It sucks. I was a junior before I transferred schools, and now I'm a sophomore again.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
They didn't accept some of your credits, or what?
Yeah, some of my credits didn't transfer.
Dude, fuck. Yeah, that sucks, man.
Sucks, but it's a better school, so it'll be better in the long run.
Yeah, there you go. See it in a positive light. Win-win situation, I guess.
Yeah.
So, first off, man, thanks again, dude. Thanks again for coming on, dude. Definitely somebody I had in mind for the longest. So all you guys that I'm doing right now is pretty much everyone that I had in mind. People, artists like yourself that I've been wanting to talk to and shit. So, welcome to the show, and thanks again, dude. I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, of course. It's fun.
Let's talk about what's in the news, man. Anything you're looking forward to? Any movies? You check out that Morbius?
I don't know about the Morbius movie. I think it looks okay.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Jared Leto's Joker, so we'll see how he does. I mean, I think it looks better than Venom. I didn't like Venom a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat with Venom. I definitely agree. Awesome watching it as a comic geek, as a fan of knowing the character. Yeah, not a great movie. My girl, she enjoyed it. She knows shit about comics, but she enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Morbius, I think he makes a better Morbius than the Joker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he definitely is more suited towards that role.
Yeah. It's just seeing the first trailer, I think it might be a good one, man. Not epic, but a decent movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Anything else you want to see in movies or pop culture?
One thing I was bummed about was they took the director off of the new Doctor Strange. He was like saying it was going to be like a horror movie and shit, and they took the director off and probably creative differences. So I guess they're not going that route.
They're like, no, you're out. Get out of here. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Spawn, You heard anything about Atomic Fallen? So they're working on that.
Yeah, he's leaked very little information about that at this point, though. Yeah.
So I mean, big anticipation.
Yeah.
It might sound stupid, but Sonic,
I never really
no
played any of those. No.
No, you seem very young, man.
Yeah. I'm 21. Yeah.
There you go. I'm 35,
I am
man.
young.
So I lived throughout this whole Sega Genesis Sonic. So this is like crazy for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for that. I like how they they cater to the audience and stuff. The fans, and they remodeled.
I really think that's cool that they did that. That they actually took input.
Yeah.
Not a lot of big companies do that, and that was cool to see.
Cool. And last but not least, Power Rangers, man. I'm a big Power Rangers fan.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't know if you are as well. Being
I
21.
watched it a lot as a kid. I never saw the new one.
Yeah.
So.
Where did you get into it? Like,
my favorite. I don't remember which
Galaxy,
one I got.
Maybe.
I don't remember which one I got into it on, but my favorite as a kid was SPD.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Cool, man. I heard very good things. I tried watching the season. I heard it was a very crazy season to watch.
Yeah. I do not really remember much of it now.
Cool, man. Well, everybody, thank you. I'm seeing a little bit more faces just dropping in.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, Max, dude, take us to the beginning, dude. Take us, what got you into drawing and how long do you have doing it, man? Let's start there.
So, I got into drawing at sometime in like 9th grade, high school. I guess I've always been drawing, but I got into it more in high school. Like I would just like design like suits as if I was a superhero.
Oh, nice.
That was what got me into drawing. And at that point, it was pretty much just like copying a suit that someone else had drawn. Not necessarily copying the drawing, but copying the suit. But then eventually that led into I started to take it seriously in my senior year of high school. And actually be like, oh, I really enjoy doing this. And at that point, I was doing a lot of copying other people's drawings. Just trying to learn how to draw. Which
now by copying, do you mean tracing or just like looking at it?
Looking.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Which I know isn't the best way to learn. I know that now, but I feel like it really helped me kind of develop some inking skills.
Yeah.
At first, and especially inking skills. And then from there, the day before I started college, I added an art major as a second major. I was a biology student.
Oh shit. That's a big jump, man.
Yeah, it was a big jump. So I was a double major for a little while, and then I dropped the biology and just stuck with art. And yeah, just been practicing and doing lots and lots of art ever since.
Now, when you started, was it something that you had to work on, or did you have some sort of skill already? When drawing your first character?
I had to work on it a lot.
Okay.
I was not at any place where I would have been considered remotely good. I had a knack for it a little bit. I guess everyone who sticks with drawing has some sort of a knack for it.
Yeah.
But I really feel like there is no, direct, I'm really good at this right off the bat unless you have some, crazy talent.
Yeah. Well, I ask, just because everyone starts out differently.
Exactly.
There's people that start from literally base one, not knowing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they learn and they're monsters. There's others that, they have a little bit, it's beginner level. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe one arm is bigger than the other, and then you have those that are just fucking geniuses. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Prodigies and shit in this.
Yeah, one guy I'm always impressed by. I can't remember his name. Kim Jong G, something like that. Like the way he draws, like perfect perspective. Just he starts drawing and he just goes.
Oh, yeah, dude. He fucking snaps.
Yeah.
No, I've seen him. I definitely following him. I've been following him for a long time as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get him on this year. I'm gonna try to get all these people on. You know, eventually.
Yeah.
You know, that'll be cool.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, his way of drawing is definitely something that I aspire to draw like. I mean, that really is like, whoa, man, that's a badass. You know.
Yeah. He's got to have like a super intelligent like eye. What's it, like an eidetic memory where you see everything perfectly in your head.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no other way that you would be able to do that without mapping it out first. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. Anybody else that you like? Any artists that inspire you, man?
Yeah, my favorite favorite comic artists are I really like Greg Capullo a lot, Jorge Jimenez, and Mitch Gerrits. Those are my three favorites right now.
All right. I haven't heard of Mitch. Or maybe I have.
You know the most recent, like the Mr. Miracle book that Tom King wrote? And,
I would lie to you and I'd say I did.
Yeah, he's really good. I like him.
And traditional. When did you? What made you decide to get into going digital, man?
I don't know. A lot of professional artists do digital. I had for a while. I was coloring digitally some stuff because I just seemed like the easiest way to color things. And eventually, I took like a couple of digital art classes, and I just really enjoyed working digitally. So I got my first screen tablet and then went from there.
Sweet, dude. Yeah. Some of your pieces are pretty impressive. You know, it's like I always say, man. I don't know if you ever seen any of the shows, but a lot of people, you know, they're like, oh, I have one of my pieces. It sucks, and I'm gonna take it down. You know, I'm like, no, leave it there because you know you eventually go back and you see, you know, your entire process. I mean, you have one here where it's like a split, where it's a 2014 shot and a 2018.
Oh yeah, I love doing those.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
and
fun.
it's 4 years, dude. 4 years, and it's wow. You know, it's day and night.
Yeah.
Definitely day and night.
Yeah.
So it's definitely awesome to see where you come from. You know, it's like you go all the way back. I'm checking out these old spawns compared to the new ones you've done, and yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Big difference. Awesome work, though, man.
Thanks, man.
Just in general, dude. Big fan of yours as well, dude.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I stay following. Nah, I'm just joking. But seriously, yeah, dude. Definitely a big fan, man. Love seeing all your stuff come out.
Cool. Thank you.
It's it's definitely you have, you know, your own little style to it, so that's pretty cool. I'm starting to be a big fan of your like Transformers pieces, bro. Those are those
don't get as many likes, but I love doing them, so I'll do them occasionally.
Yeah, man. I mean, that Starscream is fucking sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Wonder Woman, Batman. I mean, everything's good, man. If you guys ain't following, you guys are missing out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
When it comes,
Oh, I think one of my favorite one that I've done so far is that most recent Batman one. I did that pretty much just entirely because I wanted to draw the cracked windshield, and then I built the rest of the drawing just kind of because I needed a scene for it.
No, I mean it looks bad, dude. I mean, you could definitely tell where the action's heading. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice layout, the buildings.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it looks badass. Are you gonna color that, man?
I might color it. I'm working on some other stuff right now. So if I might come back to it and color it in a bit.
Favorite cartoon as a kid?
Cartoon as a kid?
Yep.
Ben 10.
Ben 10.
I
Nice.
don't
Good
know if
choice.
you probably wrong generation for you, but
I watched it though.
okay.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I still watch all this shit, all these cartoons and like Powerpuff Girls and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have a daughter. I got an 8-year-old daughter. So
Okay.
over the last 7 years, I've got into like Little Ponies and Equestria Girls and
Yeah.
yeah, man. Don't have kids, man. Hold off.
Hold off. Sounds good. That was my plan.
Definitely hold off as long as you can.
Right on.
They're great, but they're expensive.
Uh-huh.
Now, when you draw, Max, what's the hardest part for you, man, when it comes to drawing or laying something out?
Hardest part for me, foreshortening limbs sucks.
Oh,
I find sometimes it's really boring to draw like big perspective stuff, but it usually has a good payoff, so I stick with it.
cool. And that leads me into the other question. It's like, how do you overcome all this stuff? Is it just suffering through it, and then
That's the way. Yeah, just keep going, keep drawing. Eventually, you get through it.
That is the way. You catch the Mandalorian?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I have one Mandalorian piece. Yeah.
Badass, right?
Yeah, good show. So, looking forward to the next season.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I heard that there was going to be. I wasn't sure there was though. So I'm glad there is though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
Besides Instagram, dude, is there any other place we can find you?
I'm on Twitter, but I don't post on it very often. And if I do post on it, it's mostly just retweeting stuff. I think I'm Zilkmax on there.
Okay. Zilkmax.
Could be wrong. Yeah, Zilkmax.
How did you? What turned you on to Instagram, dude?
Wanting a place to post my art. I used to do I had a long time ago when I was in ninth grade or so, had a fan account where I would post other people's art and shit.
Yeah.
Before I was really drawing, but yeah.
Married, have a girlfriend.
What? I have a girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, what you think about your art?
She supports it.
Yeah. Oh, that's
He
cool,
jokes with me that she started dating me when I was a biology person, and now I've demoted myself to not ever going to be making as much money.
Tell her it's about the love, baby. Tell her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, tell her it'll pay off at the end.
Yeah, hopefully.
They say do something you love doing, do your passion, and never look like a day of work in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's really cool. What's she do, man?
She's a vet.
Oh, shit, dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You should be like, hey, let me come in and draw you, those people in when you're going into courts and shit, and the artists drawing people out.
Yeah. Draw some people bringing their pets in.
So I see a lot of your art is just fan art, dude. It's
yeah.
How has all these comics and stuff played a big impact on your life, dude?
Well, I guess I started reading comics once again. Everything, the crux of kind of all of my enjoyment of all this kind of stuff starts in ninth grade.
Oh, shit, okay.
I had a buddy who started really introduced. I read comics as a kid, but I wasn't really into them. And then I started really enjoying them in ninth grade. I had a buddy who actually now we've worked on this buddy and I have worked on several comic pitches together, for publishers and stuff.
Yeah.
We're working on one right now even. I don't often post those because if they do get picked up, it's better than have not posted them yet. We've worked on several pitches together, but starting back then, I just really liked reading comic books, and I just found artists and art that I enjoyed, and it's kind of just like a cheap way to collect art,
Okay.
and that's why I keep doing it, because I just enjoy the stories and the art.
So you're still collecting comics?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. What are you reading right now?
So I haven't picked stuff up in a little bit because I just money. It's expensive.
Last thing you picked up?
Last thing I bought was the most recent Mr. Miracle. I bought the trade paperback of that. I've also been reading off and on the Tom King Batman run, like the current Batman run. I started to trail off of Aquaman because I don't know, it's not been as good recently to me. He's one of my favorites though. I really liked Moon Knight when it was. I don't like the current Moon Knight as much. Moon Knight's one of my favorite characters ever.
Well, damn, we'll talk about it right now.
Yeah, I didn't like the most recent Moon Knight stuff. I think Max Bemis is the writer on that. But when it was, God, I'm spacing on the name. I'm spacing on the name, but it was killer a few years ago. Is Declan Shavley on art, and I don't remember the. It's a pretty famous guy. I'm just spacing.
He was the writer.
Yeah, the writer.
Let's see. Doug Minnock, Bill, Jeff, Declan Shalvey, Charlie Houston, David Finch, Alex Maleev, Don Perline, Mike Benson.
So it was Declan Shavley on art, and then I'm looking it up real quick.
Well, it's neither here nor there, man.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Warren Ellis.
Oh, there you go.
There goes my pen. So, what about you? What got you into art?
For me, I mean, two of the biggest things that played a large role was one, my cousin, De La Torre Comics.
Mm-hmm.
We would always have big family parties when we get together, and when we used to do the family events, it would be we'll do Christmas at our house and New Year's would be at yours, and then so 3 different families always switching out, rotating. Mm-hmm. And when we would go to his house, he'd either be drawing or he'll have some of his sketches, and he had action figures and everything, and so that got me into it. That kind of opened the door, and then I'm the middle of 3 boys, so he's older. He's as old as my oldest brother, and all the oldest kids, they always go to the comic shops, collect comics, and I join in, and the whole Fox Kids, back in the early 90s, the X-Men animated, Spider animated shows.
Oh yeah. Watched a lot of the Spider-Man one growing up.
Yeah, man.
Good show.
Batman. So all of that, all of that really got into it, and then obviously, Ninja Turtles always played a part.
Uh-huh.
And just seeing them, I eventually ended up trying drawing, and hey, it's like, holy shit, I could draw. And
right on, yeah.
I just started from there, dude. Started as a little kid. Started when I was 10, 11. I'm 34 now, so yeah, man.
Do you draw full time, or do you have a?
No, I draw super part time.
Okay.
As a little less now because of the show and everything. It's just a lot to handle. But I try to post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay. As
opposed to when I first started, where I would post every single day. Yeah, I work in IT though, man. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I used to try to post every day, but I don't post as much now because I'm in school and I don't feel like a lot of that is interesting enough to post. A lot of the art that I have to do for school.
Okay.
So,
No,
yeah.
we would definitely love to see it, man. I mean, never. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not what you regularly draw as much as like comic art,
Yeah,
comic
it's a
fan
lot
art
of
and stuff.
it's a lot of like life
Like the
drawing
yeah, like
studies.
the last one you posted, right?
Yeah,
The
that's a
studies and stuff.
school thing. Yeah.
No, it's definitely dope, dude. It's I would say do it
Okay.
because not only yeah, I mean you don't wanna confine yourself as just
Hmm.
a comic artist. I mean, I'm on the same boat. Most of my art is comic book fan art.
Yeah.
There's times where I do post like shit that's not that clients asked for,
Hmm.
and even though it doesn't get a lot of likes, this is me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If somebody ever wants to come across your page and they're like, "Oh, I'm not into comic art, but hey, he does great portraits," you know.
Yeah.
So now you're limiting yourself and not really putting yourself out there for the artist that you really are, and the level
Yeah.
that you have. So
It's a good point.
always put what you have, man. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. Yeah, I should post more of that.
Yeah, definitely, dude. So long story short, I have people who claim they're artists and they post once a month, once every
Yeah.
2 or 3 months. Uh, and
And
it's
that's like all the art that they do too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm like, okay, you're cool, but it's like, come on, keep going, bro.
Yeah.
And those people are not the ones that are gonna be on the show. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being real. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? At
I
this
got you.
point, it's like, why sugarcoat shit?
Hmm.
And that's pretty much it, man. My favorite character is Spider-Man. Just because he's my first comic book I ever had was a Spider-Man
Yeah.
comic book. A big role came from the Spider-Man story itself as a kid.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it's just a normal guy. He got bit,
Hmm.
but he still works and he's still dealing with real life issues. He still has
Yeah.
to pay for rent and everything, as opposed to like Superman, where he's a god, or Batman, who's filthy rich.
Hmm.
I don't relate to that. So Spider-Man, and then red is my favorite color, dude. So
Okay. I so my favorites are I really like Moon Knight. I think my favorite superhero is Superman.
okay.
Not because I can relate to the whole being a god thing, but just like the morality of the character
You're
and
fucking cocky, Max.
yeah, I'm a god. I mean,
I'm a god. I mean, it's
I just I really respect the morality of the character and just like the heart
oh yeah.
that is in those comics, especially the most recent, the Patrick Gleason run, Superman run. Oh, that was just perfect.
I might have to look into that.
Yeah, it's so good.
Let's see. Let me write that down. Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. I'm a big fan as well. Superman's dope because
Hmm.
he is like a god,
Yeah.
but with the morale of a human, where
Hmm.
it stretches, it's a Boy Scout, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's a Boy Scout. Yeah,
So, I mean, that embodies what a hero
should be.
should be, a superhero should be. So, very
Yeah,
iconic Superman. Cool shit, man. So keep going, man. Let's do top 5
top five. All right.
or top 3.
Um,
Top 3.
well, so Superman, Moon Knight, Batman. Who else do I like?
We'll keep it there, man.
Yeah, sure.
Superman,
Um,
Moon Knight. What's up with Moon Knight, man? That's somebody I don't really hear a lot about.
yeah. So Moon Knight's cool because they can write really interesting stories around his whole like. So he's crazy as shit. So you can. It's really cool when they explore how like insane he is and just like how that affects him and affects what he does.
Yeah. And Batman?
And Batman, I mean, he's Batman.
He's Batman.
uh, he's, I mean, get a good writer. That what really got me into Batman was the New 52 run,
Okay.
Greg Capullo. I think Batman is mostly from an artistic, like, I just love the way he looks, you know? Like, he's the most fun to draw. He's great.
Yeah, for me, just because of my age, it's gonna have to be Jim Lee. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So
Jim Lee's great.
yeah. But I never got a chance to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now that he's passed away, it's gonna suck. So for me, top three: Spider-Man, Spawn would be number two.
Yeah.
And then maybe Wolverine.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Good list.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe and Bloom 2531. Yeah, New 52 run was great. Well, and the story was meh, but design and art just got me every time.
Yeah. It's definitely like I don't know, like a more grittier Batman. So yeah, it's definitely a badass design, dude. Don't get us wrong. Favorite villain?
Villain? Ooh, I don't know if I have a favorite villain. Does Darth Vader count?
Yeah.
It's classic, you know?
Yeah.
Love Darth Vader.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Or Megatron.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Both good.
Yeah.
Both definitely good. Definitely on my top 10. So.
Yeah.
For me, it's
A Magneto. It's a good choice.
It's got to be, dude.
Right on.
So you think you would do a favorite character to draw would be Batman for you?
Yeah, for sure. Just there's something just like automatic about drawing a Batman drawing, you know?
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about commissions, dude.
Okay.
You obviously take commissions, correct?
Yeah, I take commissions. I don't get a whole lot of them. I wouldn't mind getting a few more.
Cool, man. Definitely set that out there, you know?
Yeah. I guess I don't know really how to market it well.
I mean, you're doing good. The only advice, just whenever you post at the bottom of your the little descriptions, just put open to commissions, and
Okay.
I mean, eventually people will come.
Yeah. How about you? How many commissions a week would you say you get?
Right now, since I started the show, I think I had stopped doing commissions. So I stopped doing commissions since October, give or take.
Okay.
I got one commission I'm done doing now, which I'm gonna finish today, and that's just because it's a good buddy of mine, and he asked for it, so I did it for him. But besides that, I'm not taking commissions right now.
Gotcha.
At the point when I was doing about one or two every week or two.
Okay.
So it's nice,
Yeah, just a couple bucks,
Yeah, it's a nice little extra change.
Yeah.
For commissions, what's any crazy piece that you've done for commissions?
One piece. This guy, I've had to draw a few original characters.
Okay.
Cool. And those are always interesting because, sometimes you're not given a lot to go off of.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they're a good challenge because you kind of have to. It's one thing that I've gotten really, I think, a lot better at when I've been working on art for art with my buddy, working on comic pitches. Is just designing a character and figuring out just kind of based on their personality colors to use and what outfits to wear. And I've had, I'm sure you've gotten the, can you draw me this for credit or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those.
It's like, hey, can you draw this? Can you draw that? It's like, hey, can you pay me?
Yeah. Hey, oh, are you a lawyer? Can you give me free services and I'll shout you out?
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe when you're starting out, you know, or if it's like a good promotion or a good deal, then definitely do it. You know, if somebody's you know, it's like, hey, we're starting this. If Marvel came to you and be like, hey man, we're starting this, can you do this for them? You know?
Yeah, if Marvel came to me, I might be willing to.
You know what I'm saying?
Do like one free thing if it would get me out there.
Hell yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
I definitely. You ever think about doing sketch cards? I seen a lot of people do like Marvel sketch cards and stuff like that for Upper Deck.
I don't really know how you get into that, but I mean, I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's something I might want to look into that a little later.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think you're there, dude. I think your skills are up to par.
Yeah, the big thing for me right now is this pitch I'm working on.
Oh, sweet.
Get that done, and like I don't want to sound arrogant, but I really feel like it's at the level where someone will
pick it up.
In it.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, I mean, we're all rooting for you, dude. So,
thanks.
Let's definitely hope you get it. So let's get into that segment, man. Let's get into Josh's tools.
Okay.
And let's talk about it. I know you're a digital artist. Do you start your process off all in digital art, or do you do traditional and then you transfer it?
It depends. Sometimes I will do thumbnails traditionally, but usually I do everything digital from start to finish. If I'm doing a digital piece, it's just quicker. There's tools that you can use to help you with perspective. There's I don't know.
So all right. Well, let's see. Let's start here then. What do you use if you're trying to do traditional? Say you need to do a little quick sketch of something. What's your go-to tool?
So my go-to tools, I'll start out. I got my pencil bag. That's gonna be loud for a second. So I started out usually just like a cheap mechanical pencil, you know.
Okay.
Lay down some lines, lay down the understructure. Then I move into everyone's favorite, the microns. Got a lot of microns.
For sure.
And then sometimes I like to do like a watercolor or a gouache piece.
Yeah.
So I will, before I do the microns, I'll do gouache or watercolor.
Okay.
But if I don't want to do color, then I just have this set. They're almost dead. I need to get some new ones. Just like these gray Copics. It's like, I think $20 for a set of 5 of them is kind of expensive. But just these gray Copics are fantastic for just a quick, add some shading to a piece. Yeah.
Talking tools, if you're in a watercolor, definitely go for like the Tombow. I do Tombow watercolor brushes.
Okay.
They're a little bit expensive, but definitely go for like.
I have a couple of them.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. So I mean, that's what I used. I got into last year, 2019, and they were cool, man. They're a pretty cool little thing for people who are into watercolor. So I highly recommend that. Yeah. Let's keep going, brother.
All right, one sec. So the Bloom 2531. Yeah, the barrier to entry on digital kind of sucks because you need to make that initial $200-300 investment for a tablet to work digitally, and that kind of sucks. So I just wanted to address that.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then I also beyond just these, if I'm doing for Inktober this year, and pretty much a lot of the times if I'm not on the move, this P.H. Martin's India ink.
Oh, nice.
And a brush. like just a standard brush are just a great tool. There's a lot of different sizes of brush. It takes a little more skill. It takes a little more like practice to get the lines correct, but I think it's really worth it because you can do some really interesting stuff with the brush. And then mostly I just work on sketchbook paper. Sometimes if I'm doing like a full piece for like a commission or something, like Bristol.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about your? Let's talk about digital tools. First, let's talk about what tablet you're using, man.
So I started out. I had a Wacom. Like I don't have it anymore because I just recently sold it. Just one of those ones that's just a black slate with no screen on it. And then I upgraded to this guy. This guy's great. This is probably one of the best purchases I've ever made. It's a Huion screen tablet. It plugs into a computer, so you need to have kind of like a good computer to work with it. But it's fun. It's enjoyable. It was like $300, I think, and it was a totally worth it investment.
Nice.
And then when I switched to this other school, they recommended that I get like a iPad.
Okay.
So this is the iPad Pro.
Why did they recommend that over?
Just for their classes. There's a lot of like walking around and mobility and stuff, and this is just super mobile. And it's great.
Yeah.
that Batman piece that I
Yeah.
posted the other day, that was the first piece I've done with it.
Oh,
And
cool.
then I've been working on, like, I keep bringing up that pitch that I'm working on. I've been working on character designs for that pitch since then.
Cool. Definitely, man.
Yeah.
What app do you use for
Clip Studio.
Clip Studio?
Yeah, it's a great app. I used to use Photoshop, but thanks, Artstrong. I used to use Photoshop, but I switched to Clip because one, it's just a $25 one-time purchase.
Okay.
Where Photoshop is like $10 a month.
Oh shit.
So that's a big. Well, it's $50 if you want it full price, but you can usually get it for half off.
Okay.
So it's like a one-time purchase, and I think it works great. It's got like perspective rulers, so that every line you draw is in perspective.
Oh
Like,
shit. Nice.
So you still have to know how perspective works, but it just makes it a little quicker and a little more intuitive to just get pieces done.
Clip Studio, huh?
Clip Studio, yeah. Oh, it's the best.
Definitely look into that, man.
Have you worked digitally at all?
I worked about 2 years ago. I did a couple pieces. They're up on my wall.
Okay.
But my daughter pretty much took over my iPad. I used iPad Air.
Okay.
I think Gen 1 or Gen 2. And I was using Procreate.
Yeah.
And that one's pretty good too. So, I mean.
Yeah, it's a good program.
Yeah, definitely. Any nice tools that you love using? Anything maybe customs that you've done, like as far as like brushes or within the app?
No customs.
No, nothing custom like that.
Like, the thing. I mean, these are the brushes I use over here. They're just these. I got them at Michael's. They're these Elite. They're.
I was talking more about the in-app brushes from
Oh, in-app.
Studio. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I have some like cross-hatching brushes that I've made, but for the most part, I just use stuff that I find online because I'm not super good at making brushes.
Okay.
One brush that I absolutely love. I have this set of like dry brushes.
Okay.
And it's just great for doing shading. One thing I really like doing is halftones, like the dots.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a great tool that not everyone uses, and it helps kind of distinguish what I'm working on a little bit and make it feel a little more like mine.
Okay. And let's go to just Actual brushes, physical
Yeah.
brushes.
No. Yeah, those are these. I think they're horsehair. For inking. I use them occasionally with my gouache and my watercolor, but for the most part, for those ones, I just buy the cheap pack of that's like $7 that comes with like a ton of brushes. That's the artist loft ones.
Yeah, there you go.
Then these ones are like, I don't know, $6 or $7 brushes.
Cool.
I take really good care of those.
Definitely, man.
Not so much of the cheaper ones.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what they're for. You know, you work them out, fuck them up. Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's fast blast through a couple of things and then open up the questions to the viewers. If anybody's out there,
yeah.
If anybody has questions, well, feel free to ask away. Meanwhile, let's do this. Marvel or DC?
DC.
DC. Why?
Yeah. Oh, why? Superman, Batman. The characters, just the iconography of the characters, really.
And that brings us to a close, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for being on the show, Max. And that's it, guys. Thank you.
Peace. Oh, that's it? We're not going to do questions?
Nah, I was just joking. Because you said DC.
Peace.
I'm a big Marvel fan. I'm a Marvel fan.
That's it.
Myself,
you're upset with me.
All right, that's it. Show's out.
I see.
All right, that's
it. I was
a
little confused.
No, I'm just joking. We still got about 14 minutes, give or take.
All right on.
So, yeah, definitely, guys. I mean, I don't know how many people are viewing right now, but whoever's in there, if you got any questions, now this is the time to ask. Also, if you had a superpower, what would it be, man?
What would it be? Flight or strength? I think strength.
Strength.
Yeah.
Well, what are we talking about? Are we talking Juggernaut strength?
What? Like Superman strength, yeah.
Superman strength? Oh, shit, dude.
That'd be cool.
I would probably do teleportation.
Okay.
Yeah, like Nightcrawler, you know?
Yeah.
Just poof in and out. I'm running through the thing here, and there's nobody who said anything. Well, if we get a question, we get a question. Let's keep it going. When you're not drawing, dude, what are you doing?
Working out and watching TV.
Cool.
But for the most part, I'm drawing.
You trying to work out?
What?
You trying to work out?
Oh, no, for the most part, I'm drawing.
Oh, drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I'm trying.
Working out is just like a 1 hour a day activity, you know?
Any other hobbies, dude, besides drawing or working out?
I used to be really into painting models.
Okay, cool. Like model cars and stuff?
Like, you know what Warhammer is?
Warhammer?
Yeah, it's like a tabletop game with like little army men kind of things. They're like sci-fi. Warhammer 40,000 is like sci-fi.
No, not really, man.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to...
Painting those is fun.
Holy shit, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
If I were to turn on your car radio, do you drive?
Oh, yeah.
If I were to turn on your car radio, what would I hear?
Right now I've been listening to a lot of Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, shit.
Some more indie stuff, too. What else would I be listening to? I don't know, just like some rap, I listen to a lot of like old school metal, like some Metallica, some Dio, that kind of stuff. Slayer. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I thought of another question, which is very good, and it's something that I get for artists who do a lot of commission work. Is pricing. How do you price your stuff? Like you personally?
I have found, I don't know, it makes sense to me because I have so much training. I feel like it's a decent price. Is about I charge like 15 an hour, basically, like kind of just depending on how long something will take me. I don't. I set the price like for like a head sketch. It's like I think a head sketch is like just pencils around $15. If you like a fully colored commission, um, like a single character with a background, I think I've charged 70 for.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I were to tell you, hey, I want a Spider-Man
Yeah.
headshot, uh, no colors, 9x12. What's the price on that?
No colors, 9x12 Spider-Man headshot. I think that'd be $15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. And the reason I ask is because I just been trying so hard. I raised my prices last year,
Uh-huh.
and it's like how, as an artist, it's like how do you put your value onto what the market is willing to pay for it? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's really tough, like line to cross and to figure out.
And I mean, I think a lot has to do with just clientele and definitely, I would definitely bump up the price a bit from 15, maybe do just a solid 20.
Okay.
I think people still pay for that. I mean, your level, at your level, I think it's good enough for that.
Okay.
Um, and I have that same issue where I undersell my art.
Yeah.
For me, a headshot on a 9x12 sketched out Spidey, yeah, about $20.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I add color, maybe another 25, 30 shipped. Should be only a few bucks to ship out anyway.
Yeah. I think my pricing, I generally doesn't include shipped because I've done mostly digital commissions, like with the
Okay.
character designing and stuff. So if I do a traditional commission, it'd probably be another couple few bucks to ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. And that's pretty much it, dude.
Yeah.
Max, thanks again, dude. Is there anything that I might have missed? Maybe you wanted to touch on? Anything you want to plug?
I mean, I'm gonna look forward to hopefully my pitch that I'm working on gets picked up. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm here. I'll show a quick on my thing a quick character design that I worked on recently.
And you said you're working with it with a buddy, no?
Yeah, with a buddy who writes. Yeah.
Is he do they live nearby or
They live in Texas.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Okay.
different. But yeah. He lived in Colorado freshman year of high school, and that's how
shit.
So like that's a character I'm working on I just finished recently.
That looks dope.
Yeah, just kind of. We worked on another version with these same characters, but then I've reworked and revamped their designs. And yeah,
No, that looks pretty cool. It very. I mean, just off that image alone, it's very. How could I say? Like it's like when you're a hero, you're trying to be kind of like realistic to your apparel. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, your regular street superhero.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about
It's like a sci-fi. It's a sci-fi book, so that's like
that sounds good, dude.
a jumpsuit. Yeah.
Max, like I tell everybody, dude. If you ever want to come back,
Yeah.
you want to promote that a little bit more, or even
Yeah, maybe if it gets picked up, I'll come back on.
even before that, dude. If you just got a free Sunday sometime,
Yeah.
or some free artwork you want to promote, some more shit you want to talk about, the door is always open for you, man.
All right. Cool.
So feel free to use that open door whenever you want. If you have issues where it's like, oh, I need an artist or I need a collab or something, then definitely feel free to contact any of the other artists that've been on. They're all good people. We're all open to helping out and uh, getting that
Cool.
ball rolling with networking and stuff.
Yeah.
So feel free, bro. It's a resource here as well.
Yeah.
And, pretty good shit, man. A lot of interesting, a lot of talented people. So there's many more to come on the show.
All right, cool. Look forward to watching them.
But yeah, man. Anything else for me in the last 4 or 5 minutes we have?
I don't really have much else to say yet.
No. Cool, man. Any plans for today?
Today I've got work.
Oh shit.
I work at a front desk at a gym. It's pretty lax. I pretty much just draw the whole time.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah, it's cool.
Good stuff, dude. And yeah, dude. Well, everybody, that was Max MC _ comic art. And Max, dude, thanks again, dude, for joining, dude. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Hopefully you had a fun time, dude.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Next time we'll get some drinks, take a shot or two, and
do some drunk art.
Just do some drunk art, man. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it sounds great. All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I mean, at this point, you're more than welcome to stay join in for me to do the sign off, or if you want to leave, you're more than welcome to.
If you want to do the sign off, that sounds good. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for joining today. As this is Chatting with Zim, episode 17. Shout out to my boy Max at MC _ comic art. Make sure you guys go follow. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel as well. We got all the previous shows up and ready to go for you guys. Hopefully these two will be ready by the end of the day tonight. If I don't have any difficulties with the computers here. Yeah, dude. And that was it, guys. Come back at 2. It's 1 o'clock. Come back in an hour. And we're going to be having fellow art commissions on. So looking forward to that as well. I don't know if you guys follow, but he'll be on there as well. And that's it. I'll see you guys in an hour. Any last words, brother?
Well, we got a couple more people on. Maybe they have a question.
Any questions? Well,
any questions? Yeah.
Any
one
questions?
Last question.
One last question. We got a couple minutes.
Let's see.
And then, like I said, you guys can follow the Facebook, or not the Facebook. Fuck Facebook. Follow the YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Follow the YouTube channel at the Real Zimzima. No underscore in that, or just type in Chatting with Zim, and definitely come up. For you, Max, I mean, you're gonna be on the YouTubes now.
Yeah, and so follow MZ _ comic art if you want.
Collaborating machines, no questions.
Just keep working. Joe, let's totally do a collaboration sometime. That sounds great. Maybe like a diptych piece or something. That'd be great. Then, I mean, if you want to follow me on Twitter at ZILKMAX, like, I don't really post a whole lot on there, but I might start. So we'll see. Yeah,
that's how it is. Any tips? Any last tips for artists?
Tips. Keep practicing. Draw from life. Draw from comic books. Try to find a style that works for you, that you feel like you like, that other people will like, and yeah, go from there.
There it is.
Right.
You heard it from the God himself, Superman, Max, Super Z right here below me. Draw 3,000 hours. That's how you become good.
Yeah.
Well, true.
3,000 hours at anything, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Cool, guys. Well, that's it. That's been Chatting with Zim, episode 17 with MC _ comic art. Make sure you guys go follow. Follow me. Stay tuned. Share. Love each other. Help each other out. That's what it's all about, guys. Max, thanks again, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. You have a good day.
Thanks, bro. Have a good day at work.
Thanks. Bye.
And that's it, guys. Chatting with Zim, episode 17. I'll see you guys in an hour. Don't miss me. Come right back for feral art commissions. I'll see you guys. Ska! I'm out.